Welcome back to episode 6 of the Bell Pepper Team Podcast. What's up, guys? I'm Don.
I'm Corey.
I'm Davis.
And we are a Bell Pepper Team. This week on the Bell Pepper Team Podcast, we are talking about Borderlands 3.
Yay!
You're not excited for it, Corey?
I
Corey's
am.
disappointed.
Corey's like, fuck
No.
this. Yes,
I'm excited.
Borderlands 3. And while we normally do like our little like rankings afterwards, we're doing something different this week. I made a game for us to play. I'm gonna pit Corey and Davis against each other, and the loser has to play a terrible game that the winner picks from Steam, the dumpster of all games. So,
My game that I found is not a dumpster. It is 49 cents, but it's not a
Oh,
dumpster.
God.
I guarantee you that.
I was a little nicer than that.
the criteria was under $5. So this is we're gonna get some very interesting things.
Mine was 3.
I went I went to top sellers and then put it to lowest price and just started searching from there.
Well,
Oh, God.
apparently people want this game. So
It's definitely a top seller, and you'll see why later.
we're very excited because I'm sure Davis will probably beat you.
Yep.
But yes, that'll be towards the end. So what have you guys been playing anything recently? Or just...
Borderlands, you goof.
Oh, I mean, yeah, Borderlands. We've all been playing Borderlands, obviously. But like, I personally, I've been playing also Link's Awakening. So I started playing up that a little bit, and I've been going through that. And I also played the Call of Duty Modern Warfare beta, and I really liked that. That was a lot of fun. It felt like older Call of Duties, not necessarily like old Call of Duties. It didn't feel like the most recent ones, at least. It felt more like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, but I tweaked a little bit. Like, you can open and close doors, which is something that was really weird. They added a different, I don't know that search is in this game, search and destroy, but it's like a new version. It's like where there's an EMP that you plant or have to defuse, and you can be revived if you get downed. So, and I don't think there's a limit to the amount of times you can get revived either, but you just have to be revived within like 2 minutes. And then you can get back up, which is pretty cool. I enjoyed it. That was pretty fun. But I really, really am enjoying Link's Awakening. I'd never played it before, and it looks really nice. The cartoony style I didn't think I would really care for, but it really actually doesn't bother me that much. It's just a really fun game.
It's on Switch, right?
Yeah. Full price though. It is $60.
Full
When I
price,
bought it,
that was
I did not expect it to be $60 because it was a remaster. I was expecting like $30 or $40, but it is $60. So
Yeah, I may pass since it's $60. I was gonna, if it was 30 or 40, I'd probably spring and get it. But
I'll definitely get it eventually. But yeah,
Yeah, maybe
60
it's
is
cheap.
a little bit steep.
unfortunately, but they got me, and I bought it, and I'm enjoying it though. So I needed something else to play on my Switch before Luigi's Mansion comes out, and then Pokemon's, because that's Luigi's Mansion's the 30th, Pokemon's the 15th of November, I think. So
I'm excited for that.
very excited for both those things. But yeah, Corey, are you playing anything other than Borderlands?
Yeah, I started up, what was it, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines?
That's right, you mentioned that.
Because the second one comes out in March, and I've always wanted to play it. I've been hearing about it since, it came out back in 2004, I think it was. But, yeah, I've never had the chance to play it. Saw it, and I'm just like, yeah, fuck it, why not? Picked it up. I love it. It's awesome.
Is it an RPG?
Yeah. Yeah, it's an RPG, and it's not a regular difficulty level where, you just choose, easy, medium, hard. It all depends on how you create your character, what, faction you're with.
Do you choose
Stuff
spooky,
like that.
spooky, or spookiest?
I
Are those the
choose
difficulty levels?
You do not. But you can, one of the things is where you play as, Nosferatu, and that one is the hardest difficulty, because, you're terrifying, you can't blend in with anyone.
When you hear Nosferatu, what immediately comes to your mind?
SpongeBob.
Yes.
Slinging slasher.
Yes. I don't know, that's probably everyone our age. That was the...
for sure. Nobody knows what Nosferatu is besides that. Nobody's seen the
Or
original.
old people. Old people know who it
Wait,
is.
old people?
I've seen it.
Well, I've seen it too, but
But
That was for sure my first exposure
most
to
people
that word.
our age. Oh yeah.
I don't even necessarily know that, when I saw that episode and he was like, Nosferatu, I'm like, I don't even know what you just said. There's a
I
vampire
remember my
man
dad
there.
laughing when that came on.
That's probably how I figured out what it meant. Was I was watching it with my dad at some point in time, and he was like, "Do you even understand that?" I'm like, "I do not," because I'm a stupid,
Just the stupid
5-year-old.
grin that comes on Nosferatu's face.
Yes. But we can roll right into some news here. Not a huge amount of news, but at least a couple interesting bits and pieces here. In the vein of Nintendo, on the same day that they released Link's Awakening, they also released the Switch Lite in their wonderful different colors. I really like the turquoise color. I don't really care for yellow, and then the gray looks fine too. But so you can't with this device. Apparently, people love it. Like it's sold well. People enjoy it. It is already having some of the similar like drift issues with the Joy-Con that the old Switches had, which isn't a great sign. But I mean, like besides that, people are like it's a good evolution on the system. But like you can't dock it, you can't remove the Joy-Cons. So like if you get drift with the controller, it's like well that's the whole system that has the drift. So that's really not great. HD rumbles out of it. The motion camera has been removed. The screen went from the 6.2 inch screen to a 5.5 inch 720p LCD screen, and it's like 0.2 pounds lighter. So
it sounds a lot like a Switch Lite. Like,
I mean, it's not that much smaller. It's
not, but like they took a whole bunch of stuff out of it.
Well, I mean, have you ever used the HD rumble?
No, I don't care. But yeah, but I mean, they're just whatever. They can do whatever they want. It's just, I mean, I rarely take my Switch places, so anytime I play it, it's docked. So
mine's never docked. Like it's docked now to charge, and sometimes I'll play it on the screen, but like most of the time it's in my handheld. Like I'll take it with me and I'll go places, or like I'll play it in my bed, just laying in my bed, just playing it. Like I don't think I played a second of Link's Awakening in anything other than handheld mode.
I guess it's cool. It's like it makes it easier.
It's also $100 cheaper.
Travel.
It's $199. It's $199.99 instead of $299.99.
How much is it? Was like the DS, 3DS. Sorry, how much was the 3DS?
Probably about the same price.
Yeah.
I mean, right now you could get like a 2DS for like $80.
No, I know, but it's because it's done. But when it was popular,
I think it started
200.
I think it started at $199.99. Yeah, $200, I believe. But mine, I can see my 3DS right now, and it is collecting dust because the Switch is it's the clear evolution, and
yeah,
the Lite is very clearly killing the 3DS.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like the Switch and the initial Switch and a 3DS, I guess probably both could have existed in the same world, but in a world where the Switch Lite exists and it's at the same price point as a brand new 3DS, like a full size 3DS, why would you even bother? Pokemon's going to be on the Switch. All the good games, full games are on the Switch, which could never exist on a 3DS.
Yeah,
which is it's crazy that they're both cartridge things and they're both about the same kind of similar sizes, and yet this can play like Doom. And if I tried to play Doom on my 3DS, it would look like toilet and explode in that order.
I'm pretty sure in the new Pokemon game that they're doing like community raid type stuff. So like you can go around and group up with people to take like. There's all the commercials that have those really big Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's
the Dynamax.
Yeah, so that's really cool that they put out the Lite before that, so that way people can buy those up and then.
I mean, it's very clearly strategic that they did this. They're like, we'll put out this new system, and then we'll put out the Pokemon that everyone wants to buy it, and everyone will buy this cheaper system. I've seen pictures of like people holding it, and it looks really small in people's hands, but it's not like significantly smaller according to like the statistics. But it just looks really small.
I had also heard that, like,
Switch Lite.
I had also heard that the screen size kind of does matter. Like, even the people who said that, they said that they are really enjoying the Lite. Like, it's great, but they said you really do notice the screen change, like the size change.
It's like almost a whole inch. It's like 0.3 inches away from being a full inch difference.
Yeah, I'm looking at a picture of just some dude holding one, and it looks very small comparatively.
But also, on the other hand, I heard that the buttons are much, much better.
It has a real D-pad.
It's like just a straight up click. Yeah, it has a D-pad, and you know how like the other buttons are just like a straight up click. Like there's not much. You know how Xbox has kind of like the, like you push it in, you feel it kind of go, and it's not just a click. Like the Lite, I guess it has a little bit more of that like kind of cushion. Like if that makes any sense.
Also, it's made of matte plastic, so it's got that wonderful texture to it.
Yay!
I love me some matte
That is
matte
a
plastic.
plus.
Give me some. I like textured plastic.
Yeah, for sure.
I wish the normal Switch came in cool colors. I really like the turquoise. It's a really good
all
color.
those unique Joy-Cons.
There's a lot of good. They're so expensive though. You like two
Yeah,
Joy-Cons
they're
is almost a Switch Lite.
Yeah, I feel like they gotta lower the price on those things.
They never will. Do you remember like the Wiimote was like $60 and like the nunchuck was like $40? So if you want both, you're spending $100.
Ridiculous.
And that's how it was always when the Wii existed.
But the Joy-Cons are having a ton of problems, and people are not happy about it. So I feel like Nintendo won't do it, but if they want to,
Because they don't have to.
yeah, they don't have to. But yeah, those are stupid expensive.
Yeah. That was our Switch news. And then, on something else we were talking about, Borderlands news. Borderlands 3 has sold 5 million copies
I saw this.
after its first 5 days of launch, making Borderlands 3 the fastest-selling title in 2K history and highest-selling title for the label on PC.
Yay! All the Epic Game Store haters they didn't show up today.
Everybody bought it. People loved it.
Everybody bought it.
What's 5 million times $60?
300. Wait.
That's way too much math for me.
5 million times 60?
Mm-hmm.
$300 million?
Sure. I'll take your word for it. Approximately $300 million was made in 5 days.
Is that right?
A bare minimum.
Yeah, that's right.
And they're tiered versions. So I imagine that could include the $100 version, the $80 version, and that probably... I don't know if it includes all the different like systems, or if that's probably not just PC, right? That's got to be like Xbox and PlayStation as well.
I think it was... Yeah. Well, yeah. There's no way that it... Well, I don't know.
I mean, it could be.
5 million PC only in 5 days seems ridiculous.
I mean,
So I bet it's all the consoles.
maybe.
Especially if it was Epic's exclusive.
Highest percentage of digital sales for a cross. This is from 2K's website. Highest percentage of digital sales for a cross-platform, cross-distribution title, with more than 70% of consumers purchasing the game digitally in its first 5 days of release. That's very high.
Yeah.
And I wonder what percent of those were PC users.
Yeah, they should have broken that down. Two things I'm getting from this. Gearbox just made a shitload of money, and good for them because the game's great. And I think we'll be seeing digital release only sooner rather than later, especially based off those statistics.
I mean,
70%.
so 70
3 out of 4
70%.
people. 3 out of 4 people bought digital.
I mean, that's still like you're still making like a lot of money off of those physical sales, though.
Right.
Not comparatively, but I mean, that's still a lot of money to leave on the table.
Yeah.
So I mean, while the profit margins are way higher for digital,
Way
I imagine
higher.
I don't think that it'll be gone as soon as we think, or as
Well,
soon as we even like.
I
I don't remember the last physical game that I bought.
Mine was Monster Hunter World for the Xbox because I was living at my parents' house still, and I didn't have the internet capabilities to download it.
I've
Switch
switched
games.
over a lot. Switch games I buy digitally. I when I got my phone, I got a giant micro SD card. I put it in my Switch, and I've got so much space. It's great. It's literally great. Like the Link's Awakening, digitally download it. That was one thing I didn't like about 3DS is I would always have to switch cartridges, and I would never have them with me. I have so much space on my Switch. I just download everything. But it also, what was I saying? Borderlands 3 was also top viewed thing on Twitch over the weekend. More than 14 million hours of Borderlands 3 content has already been viewed.
Wow.
14
That's a
million
lot of
hours.
It's a lot of minutes.
Half of it was Shane.
Yeah.
Probably was Shane.
That's funny.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. People clearly are excited for Borderlands, and also we're getting in the Borderlands news, we're getting a Halloween event for Borderlands 3 next month. Halloweeny Blood Harvest event next month.
They're going to be a raid boss?
There appears like they're going to be different kinds of bosses, so it's going to be a special. So we're going to get multiple free limited time events, I guess. I imagine we'll probably get a Christmas one, but this is the first one. Blood Harvest map. It'll be a new location, new enemies, new loot. You'll bump into haunted enemies.
Spooky.
And if you kill them, their astral selves rise up and come after you. This is all according to Polygon in their article. And then I guess there's something called a terror debuff, and I guess it partially shrouds your vision, and it weakens your gun handling, your accuracy, and your spread. And then you'll be on the hunt for a new substance called hectoplasm, which you can exchange for access to the Bloody Harvest map. And there's going to be they mentioned there's going to be rack-o'-lanterns, which will just be racks with jack-o'-lanterns on their head. Have you guys seen any pictures of this at all?
No.
Okay, I'm going to show you guys a picture of the aesthetic. It looks pretty cool. It looks Halloween-y.
Halloween.
It's got a good vibe. I'm gonna show it to the camera, and those of you who are only listening won't get to see it, but those of you on YouTube will be able to see it.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's awesome. Also terrifying.
It's got a nice view.
Spooky.
Too spooky for me.
I like the tint. The game already's got nice tints and stuff, but that just adds to it.
Nice tints.
And you remember Captain Taunt from the game?
Yeah.
There will be a Halloween version of him named Captain
Haunt.
Haunt. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Oh,
Never
spooky.
once to miss the puns, Borderlands. But yeah, we'll get new guns and shit, and so yeah, we get some cool Halloween events. I love events in games. I loved playing for Christmas stuff, so I'm really excited for them to do Christmas World and snow. I don't think we've reached any snow in the game yet. I don't know if there is snow in this one. But give me Christmas stuff, give me Halloween stuff, give me Easter stuff. I want it all. Give me all the Borderlands stuff. Very excited for this.
Give me the Arbor Day stuff.
Arbor Day. Let me see trees. I want to cut down trees. I don't know.
National Hot Dog Day event, please.
Don't know. Excuse me. If it says when. I think it's towards the end of October, so we still have a little ways to go. But oh well, it'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. Last week, Davis, you obviously weren't here for this.
Oh.
We talked about the Apple's gaming subscription. Google announced their gaming subscription.
Of course they did.
350 games and apps, $4.99 a month. Google Play Pass is what they offer to combat to Apple. Davis,
I'm out of the loop. Explain this.
Okay. Well,
Is it like Stadia?
No, it's like Game Pass.
Okay.
It's
so
you pay your subscription fee and you get access to all these games. Real quick, let me pull up Apple's.
I actually just today, about maybe a couple hours ago, I got that Apple Game Pass.
Oh, you bought it?
Yeah.
How much was
lets
it?
you start with the trial. It's
$4.99
$5 a month.
$4.99 a month. Is there good stuff on it, or is
the
it
the Apple one had some notable titles? Corey, do you remember any off the top of your head? I'm trying to pull it up.
It was the one I got was Hot Lava. That game. Oh, you've never seen that?
The one where it's like the floor is lava kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's like a parkour game.
Yeah. That was one.
There's
Oceanhorn 2.
There's one made by the people who made Enter the Gungeon called Exit the Gungeon, and it's made by Devolver Digital. I think Devolver Digital has 3 games with them, so I think they probably signed a deal with Apple to do this.
Another one was, what was it, Shantae?
Yeah, a Shantae game.
One.
So it doesn't. I'm not hearing any big names.
No, there's nothing as far as I'm concerned, and I'm obviously I'm not a phone game player to begin with. There's nothing that's I need to get this service to play this game. At least on the Apple one, as far as Exit the Gungeon might be pretty cool if you're a big fan of Enter the Gungeon, which I know there are a lot of people. But I think there's a Frogger game.
Is this on your phone?
Yeah.
Yes, these are phone games.
Yeah, I would never pay for like a Game Pass for phone games.
Right.
I would never either because I don't play them. But
there was a free trial, so I figured, I'll try it out, see what all's on there.
Here's the games on my phone: Pokemon Go, Candy Crush, Tetris, and a Sudoku game, and that is it. Because I'm an adult.
I'm close to that, except not Candy Crush.
And the only game I actually play is Pokemon Go. The other ones are like for plane rides.
Obviously, you need Solitaire.
Oh, I don't have that on there.
so
Rayman is also on it.
yeah, there's a Rayman game. Google Play
I guess
Pass.
it's cool for I guess it's cool for people who do phone games, but
I think
Sonic
it's
Racing.
got to be for like kids.
yeah, definitely $5 a month for kids for phone games.
Like, because I don't know adults who play these games. So there's the Google one's got a lot of stuff included from what I can tell. And for a limited time right now, you can subscribe for $1.99 for your first month, or per month for your first 12 months.
$2 for 12 months.
$2 a month for 12 months.
Oh, I see. It locks you in.
I would imagine so.
So
I'm gonna
still 25
from my understanding, this one looks actually slightly more interesting. You get access to I don't know. There's Terraria, Limbo, Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic, Stardew Valley. You get things other than just there's AccuWeather. I don't know if you get the premium version of it.
There's a premium version of a weather app.
You probably just don't get ads. I don't know. There's because it talks about how there's so you're passed to hundreds of awesome games and apps completely free of ads and in-app purchases. So I mean the Google one might even be a little more enticing just for
that absolutely.
Terraria, Stardew Valley,
It
Limbo.
has Knights of the Old Republic.
It's way cheaper for the promotional thing.
I don't know. I don't know that Apple doesn't have a promotional.
Every game you listed was better than everything. What?
I don't know that Apple doesn't have a promotional price, so I don't know.
It probably does, but everything you listed has in the Android one is better than anything listed in the Apple one.
Thomas and Friends race on. Thomas the Tank Engine.
I'm buying it. I'm gonna go buy an Android.
You
phone.
buy an Android phone specifically so you can play it. Game Dev Tycoon. I mean, I still would never get this, but I mean, because I have most of these games, but at least it's
that is a lot more
enticing.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Okay. Couple more things. So the team that made the Batman Origins game, the Warner Brothers Montreal studio, is, according to the internet, teasing a new Batman game because they tweeted about the Batman 80th anniversary for Batman Day, and everyone was like, I guess it's a big deal because it's the first time they tweeted since 2015. I don't know that means that they're teasing anything. I feel like they're just tweeting because it's the new Batman game. Well, I would love a new Batman game because I love all the games. I didn't play Origin because that was pseudo offshoot from the main series. I played Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. I loved them all.
I almost beat Origins, but I got a game-breaking glitch right at the end.
Rip you.
It was awful.
But yeah, I guess, I mean, they might be teasing it with the stuff that, with their, they had a little GIF with their tweet, and it was the bat symbol, and there was kind of it's kind of like a fuzzy, and then you get I guess it's Ra's al Ghul symbol or something. So I mean, the fuzziness in that's kind of it's kind of cryptic, but I don't necessarily know that they're teasing anything. But because I don't think the main studio that made the Batman games are making a Batman game right now. But if anyone is, I guess it would make sense that they're one of their side studios is. I'd be down for it. I'd play it. Give me more Batman stuff.
Yeah, more Batman is always good.
This is true.
Unless it's toilet, but it normally is not.
Also on the topic of pseudo-teasing new games, it's not really teasing, but Obsidian, recently acquired by Xbox, who made Fallout New Vegas and is making
Outer Worlds.
I always confuse Outer Worlds and Outer Wilds because they have very similar titles and they both released recently. Or the other one's going to release soon. They opened up 12 new positions. And the descriptions for their position is you have to be able to use. It's for Unreal Engine 4, which is your Unreal Engine, so RPG kind of thing. Day-night cycle game, first-person melee and ranged combat gameplay, AAA, high-profile role-playing game. What do we think this is?
Sounds like Skyrim 2. Or actually sounds like...
Would it be Skyrim?
No, but it would be... it sounds like...
Outer Worlds 2?
Probably not already.
Why not? I mean, a lot of times people bank on games and they're like, it's going to be a hit. Because usually, like, you hear in the, like, retroactively, people talk about it, be like, they were already working on this game before this game even released. And I mean, the game's pretty close to release. It releases, like, next month, this month. It wouldn't be completely out of the question to already be hiring someone for this game at this point.
Could be.
Sure.
I mean, I'm sure there is melee combat in Outer Worlds, the one that's coming out. But when I hear like close and ranged fighting, I think of and Obsidian. I think of like an Elder Scrolls type of thing. So I don't know.
Have they done?
What?
Are you speaking specifically an Elder Scrolls game?
No, they're not. I doubt they'll. No,
they won't because I mean they're on Xbox now.
But they could, they could do an off like a.
Do you think it's going to be a new IP?
Fantasy. Probably. I would say it's going to be a new IP.
You don't think it's going to be them for a game that's already existed?
I think that Microsoft buying them recently is going to be a good chance for them to do a new IP.
I mean, that's what Outer Worlds is, which I would imagine is going to be a slam dunk. I hope. What about I don't know? It could be maybe it's some like old Microsoft IPs that to resurrect, like I don't know, like Cameo, even though that was Rare and Rare could do it, but like something like that. I don't know. Perfect Dark. I think I saw someone. I think I saw someone somewhere say Perfect Dark, but that's also by Rare. But I mean, if Microsoft owns it, they can do whatever the fuck they want with it.
Yeah.
But
all speculation.
Yeah, literally in the Twitter mentions as I scroll down, there was someone who posted a picture of Perfect Dark. So
I would love a new Perfect Dark.
But I would imagine that Rare would just do it. They own Rare and they can have Rare do it.
No, Rare would. I would only want it if it's done by Rare.
I mean, I would only want it if it's good.
I think it's going to be... Obsidian's good at big story-based games, so I bet it's going to be a big story-based open world something.
Let's hope. Last bit of news, and then we'll move on. It's not really news, it's just something to look forward to. Tomorrow, we're filming this on the 23rd, so on September 24th, during Sony's State of Play conference, we're going to find out more information about Last of Us Part 2. Did you two play Last of Us?
Oh my...
Little bit.
Loved it.
I know, Corey, you did, but Davis, did you?
I played a little bit of it.
Yeah, so we'll find out. Stuff will be shown for Last of Us Part 2 at Tuesday's State of Play. Corey, are you excited for Last of Us Part 2?
Absolutely.
How excited?
Last of Us was one of the greatest games I've ever played, so I'm super excited.
You think they're gonna show off more little girls kissing?
Shane can only hope. Just kidding. 1 p.m. Pacific time. Their State of Play. You'll get more Last of Us stuff from Naughty Dog. I don't know what else we'll get from State of Play. Actually, let me look into that. Corey, you talk about why you're excited for Last of Us, and I'll look this up. What else we're going to potentially get?
Well, in The Last of Us, the first one, like the story was extremely engaging.
What do you want from this one?
From this one, I don't even know. I honestly couldn't even tell you. Just more of the same. Honestly, like I don't want them to change it too much because, the first one was.
Was it perfect. DLC that you played as
Ellie?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you play as her even in the main game.
No, just as her though. It was her.
Just her and her.
That was
friend.
DLC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Left Behind, I think it was called. It was. Yeah, it was awesome. But yeah, like I don't really want them to change too much in the game because it's perfect the way it is. Yeah, I don't know. I just fucking want it to come out already.
Okay, well, my searching isn't working, so we'll never find out what is happening in State of Play. So tune in 1 p.m. Pacific time to find out what else happened in State of Play besides that. All right,
Yay.
so now let's just jump straight into Borderlands 3. Developer, Gearbox, published by 2K Games, as we stated previously. Released on September 13th, 2019. So that it's been a week and a half-ish since the game's release. And we started playing last Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday night.
So we're approaching about a week of gameplay, and we're up. What do we say?
We're
Like
slightly over halfway.
Slightly over halfway through the game, and it's great.
I'm having a blast.
It's a lot of fun.
It got a 84 on PC on Metacritic. This is kind of interesting, actually. 78 on PS4, 81 on Xbox, all for Metacritic. That's kind of a bit of a discrepancy there, which is interesting. But PC is obviously the way to play. It is great. Probably my second favorite Borderlands game, honestly, behind Borderlands 1. I liked it more than I liked Borderlands 2, and pre-sequel just kind of floated in the nebulous, even though I liked it more. I had a lot of fun playing pre-sequel. I'm playing as Flynn.
Zane
Flint?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't even know his name.
Your brain melt a little bit there?
My brain did melt a little bit. He's just Irish, and like I go, "Oi, every time he talks, and it just makes me happy. Corey, who are you playing as?
Flack. So yeah, I'm the Beastmaster. I'm a robot that has has a pet. Depending on which skill tree you're on, it changes the kind of pet.
And Davis, you're...
I'm playing Mo's I think she's called the Gunner, but
Yeah,
she's
something like that.
the mech driver.
And Shane's the Siren.
Punches stuff a lot.
I don't remember Siren's name.
Amara.
Amara, and she's got multiple arms, and she beats shit out of stuff. And then I've got a little, either a little robot drone or a shield or a clone, but I don't use the clone. I use the robot and the shield. I think this game did action abilities better than any of the other games.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're
you
very
have three
in-depth.
options. At least you have 3 options to start with, and then you get 3 more, depending, or like farther down the trees you go, you get another different action item or action skill.
Any
for a lot of these
single.
characters.
Well, I think that's how pre-sequel was too, though.
I mean, kind of, but not really.
I thought it was. I thought it had a lot about like you could change a lot of how it worked in pre-sequel 2. Pre-sequel was clearly like the stepping stone to get to this.
Sure.
But like any single one of these, like the skills, like not all, even the like some of their parts better than any other version of any action skill, basically.
Yeah.
Besides Lilith and Borderlands 1, because I could run really, really fast. But
I mean, so for example, the Siren in Borderlands 2 had the phase lock where she lifts the guy up and it's in an orb and floats there and she can shoot it. And Amara has an ability that does the same thing, except it feels better because it can do
also
additional things. I mean, so could Maya in Borderlands 2, but it just feels like it's a better version of it. They copied it, but they made it better. Which is
the loot, I feel like we get way better loot.
It's way better loot and so much loot.
A lot of variation. Like I'm constantly like rotating through weapons because I'm finding stuff that I like more and I want to try more. Mm-hmm. And the loot is instanced. You can choose. You could choose if you want it instanced, or you could just have it like classic Borderlands style where everyone shares the same loot. We've been playing it as it instanced, and I think I like it a lot more this way.
Yeah,
it's nice. It's nice because everybody gets whatever they want. Like if I drop something or something drops for me, it doesn't drop for Don. But when I want to have like a good operative class mod drops, and I want him to, I ping it for him to go pick it up, but it's not there for him because it's in my instance. I have to pick it up and then drop it. And I think that's a little bit annoying. If you could I think a cool thing that they could do would be to, anytime you ping an item, it becomes a global drop. So that way somebody can pick it up, and that way I don't have to faff around in my inventory trying to find it.
That would definitely be interesting. I'd be down with that.
Really nice.
There you go, Gearbox.
Kind of get old dropping stuff out. Take a cut of the check.
Yeah, hit me up, Gearbox. I'll send you my address for that check. Or you can hire me as your CEO. Either way.
The locations are amazing looking.
And they're enormous.
They're very large. They're very colorful and vibrant. The first game was pretty Pantone for the most part as far as the coloring.
Yeah.
Like it all looked the same for the most part. The second game, it had a little bit more color variation, but it still kind of felt a little like bleak. The the pre-sequel was in space, so it was all space color. But this one, it's just like we've been to 4 different planets, and they're all vastly different than each other, and it's awesome.
And I like how like in the very beginning of the game, it starts off very bland, like Borderlands 1, like it's just desert.
It's out. You're on Pandora,
and then like you end up going to another planet, and you just see green and just amazing plant life and everything everywhere.
And you get off Pandora very quickly. I was surprised how
fast
you
basically just do like the tutorial, and then
and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna leave," and it's like we've only been playing for an hour, and we're already going to the first other planet. It's cool.
And there's tons of returning characters. Basically, everyone who is alive in the Borderlands games returns. We're only halfway through, and I think we've met basically every playable character for the most part that is alive. Besides, I don't even know if it's like Salvador.
We haven't met Salvador. We haven't met Axton, or who's the little girl with the robot in 2?
Gage. I don't know. I don't know that DLC characters will be included. Yeah. So probably no Necromancer. Probably no
Psycho.
I think I saw something that Krieg the Psycho was in it. I haven't seen any pre-sequel characters besides Aurelia yet.
And Claptrap.
Well, yeah, but he's in every other game
because he's the bomb.
We have not seen any Handsome Jack yet, and I'm sure that he'll be in somehow.
He'll audio tape something.
Audio tape or
I've seen posters, but that's it.
Yeah, I haven't even seen posters. Maybe I'm not that observant. The baddies in this game are basically social media influencers, and they're twins, Troy and Tyrene Calypso, and they have a cult basically similar to like, you know how like the PewDiePie cult, except they're
basically
damaging.
ninja.
Or ninja. No. They're not like ninja's just a streamer. They're like social media influencers.
No, they're streamers. That's their whole shtick.
They don't stream video games like Ninja does though. Like they're like Instagram.
They stream murder.
They're Instagram people. Like they're social media influencers. Like, what up, guys? Check us out. Look what we're doing. We're killing these people, and we're gonna open the vault. What are your opinions on them? I like them. I don't like Troy as much as I like Tyrene, but I was reading online that people thought that they like left a lot to be desired, and I don't necessarily agree with that. Maybe not as good as Jack, because Jack was like once in a series kind of like baddie, and it's hard to replicate something like that. But I still really enjoy these guys.
At first, my first impression of them, I didn't really like them, but going further, I actually really like them. Some of the stuff they say is really funny, but I actually like them. They grew on me.
I'm already sick of Tyrene. I love
Tyrene.
I think she's annoying, and I hate
more or less annoying than Tiny Tina. Who's not so tiny anymore.
Tiny Tina. Tiny Tina is at the top of the annoying list. Tyrene's like mid tier, but like
fair.
The whole look at me kind of thing, like with Twitch streamers or Instagram influencers and stuff, I hate that. Pisses me off. So like, I'm not a huge fan of Tyrene.
I think they got you though. I think that's their point.
Yeah, I know. It's definitely the point, and it's definitely they've succeeded at what they were trying to do. I like Troy better because he's like the parasite, and we're seeing him becoming more powerful, and I'm excited to see what they do. I'm expecting some sort of twist with him.
I don't like the way he looks physically.
Yeah,
I like his robot arm. His robot arm's cool. How it's longer.
Arm is just way too long.
No, it looks like they took like the proportional slider and they were like whoop 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 whoop, and just like fucked with it.
Yeah, he does look kind of funky, but like you were saying, it would be nearly impossible to recreate Handsome Jack. But I think they put in a good effort, and they're interesting. At least it's not Commandant Steele from the first game.
Also, don't have full story of them.
Yeah,
ending could completely change it. Who knows? Well, like I might end up hating them by the end of the game. I might think that they were stupid and a waste of time, but who knows?
Yeah,
and we fought a handful of like side baddies, but there are way less side baddies as far as I could tell throughout the game. Like we're mostly just fighting the children of the vault.
Oh, yeah.
Like, before you'd go through, it's like in Borderlands 1, it'd be like you're fighting like Nine Toes and his goons, and then you're going to
Then
fight Sledge and his goons. And there are that, but I feel like there's less of that, and it is more reliant on the Children of the Vault.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, that's fine. Because that might be more similar, more of the same, but at least the locations are very, very different, and I'll take that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we said, we are still not done with it, and we'll hopefully be able to finish it by next week, and then when Shane gets back, we'll be able to give our like ratings for the game, because we're not going to give our ratings in comparison. But though, so I'm just going to go with PC for this because it's got the highest rating, 84. Borderlands 1 got 85 was its highest. I'm sorry, 84 was its highest on Metacritic. Borderlands 2 actually got a 91. It was apparently reviewed really well. I find that hard to believe. I mean, a lot of people really like Borderlands 2. I mean, it is Jack. That is the thing.
I think it's because they increased, like they updated the skill trees. They made it a little more fleshed out.
People, up until Borderlands 3 came out, people still played Borderlands 2 and grinded it, and it was still like a game that people would play all the time.
Oh, we played it not too long ago.
I know, but like people would play it instead of just coming back to it like we did.
And pre-sequel got a 77. So that one went down.
So wait. Borderlands 1 got an 84, and what did 3 get?
Borderlands 1 got an 84. Borderlands 3 also got an 84. So that's not bad. I mean, when we reviewed Gears couldn't. It had like a pretty steady decline. In this game, it's back up to the first one. It's not as good as the second one, but it's at least back up to the first one. So it's staying in its ballpark. People are liking it. I mean, it sold super well. It's got a gazillion guns like they advertise. Sanctuary. Sanctuary in this game is awesome. The ship is super fucking cool.
It is really cool. I wish it was easier to navigate.
But it's also kind of difficult to navigate.
Yeah, I wish it was easier to navigate, but it's super cool.
I feel like I'm getting it, though.
Yeah,
for sure. After a while, like you start to kind of know where stuff is, but the first time you go in there, I guarantee you'll get lost.
Yeah, if you tell me where to find Ava's room, it would take me a little bit to find it. I wouldn't know if it was on top level, mid level, or bottom level, but like I can get to like Marcus's shop and like the basement or whatever pretty easily now.
Everybody has their rooms.
Has their own.
You can decorate the rooms with like shit that you find in the world. It's got a vending machine for loot that you miss while you're out on your mission, so you can go to it and it just opens up and shits out your. I think it's rare and above, so blue and above items it gives you.
And they like it only has a certain capacity it can hold. However, you can actually buy upgrades to it, so then you'll get more and more. You
can upgrade it just like you can upgrade your bank or your ammo. It's all SDUs, which are only cost money now. They're no longer.
Yeah. That is a huge change that I really, really like.
Huge plus. I hated
money. Money was useless in the other games. You would never ever
just ammo.
Yeah, refill ammo. Otherwise, you weren't using it. So now that you have to refill ammo and use actual money for buying SDU upgrades, is like thank you for making money actually useful.
There's also at a vending machine you can hit one button and it buys all your ammo, so you don't have to individually buy all the ammo, which is
super cool.
There's a lot of like quality of life updates that this game offered that are amazing. You could slide, which is something that I never knew that I wanted in video games up until like recently. Sliding is a great feature. The slide feels a little weak in this. It's not as good as the slide in some other games, but it's still nice. I do slide all the time.
Apex sliding is it's so good.
Peak slide.
If they had just literally copy pasted then it would be perfect. But it's still good.
You lose a lot of momentum when you slide, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Apex, you like keep a lot of your momentum, especially if you're going downhill. But this, I feel like you lose. But you can slide and you can spin 360 while you're sliding, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And it doesn't change your direction of sliding; it just changes where you're looking. So you could like slide and shoot and be like a cool superhero.
Yeah.
But yeah. Does anybody
the mantling? Sorry, before you move on, the mantling, I don't find very useful. It's for me at least. It's really finicky. Like you have to be looking at the right angle upwards to actually catch the mantle trigger, which is kind of annoying for me. I don't know if you guys have run into that or not, but
I mean, there's a lot of like issues with prompts and you have to be looking at it at specific angles for things in general. Like I know when I'll open a lot of chests sometimes, and all right, now so let's move on to this is going to be our bit of a gripe section. I know, first gripe. A lot of items, like when I open a chest and you'll have like the item with like the tube of light and then you'll have the description above it. And I'll have the tube of light and I'll have to like angle myself to get the text box to open up so I can actually pick up or see the item.
Yep.
So it's like a real pain.
It's the same kind of thing when you're trying to revive somebody. I don't know if you've noticed that too, but when you walk up somebody who's down and you have to revive them, you have to get like the perfect angle. You can't like, if you press E just slightly before you're on it, you have to like, you'll sit there and you won't do anything. You're like, oh shit, I have to freaking press it again. So I feel like I wish that when you were walking up to somebody, you could press and hold E, even if it's not prompted, and then when it gets into the prompt zone trigger or whatever, it would just start immediately. But I'm like having to mash E trying to get the right angle and timing. So it's like I'm wasting time. Like if Don's got a split second left, I'm not going to be able to get him
which is a lot of time.
Yeah, because you die really quickly when you're down in this game.
Yeah, and
so it's just like I tried to get you down, but the game bugged out kind of. And it just didn't work out as flawlessly as I would like it to.
Flawlessly.
And then another thing is with Flack's pet, he just kind of wanders around and will wander
he gets
on
in
top
the
of
way.
items you're trying to look at, and
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and he doesn't always follow you, and you can't just command him to move somewhere.
Yeah.
So
there's been multiple times where I've been like behind everybody, and he's just like your spider's just hanging out in like some corner, like alleyway, just like we're way ahead. Why aren't you up there?
The game,
and then it just zoops right over.
The game's kind of glitchy.
Yeah,
like I'm sure we'll get patch updates in the future that will fix it, but right now it's like it feels a little unstable from time to time. And sometimes there'll be some sort of connection issues. Like right at the beginning when we start playing, sometimes we'll have to like disconnect or reconnect and get it going. But once the game starts cruising, for the most part, it's fine.
Yeah, I've seen online that there's a few there's a lot of people having issues, and it's all legit for the most part. So
we had an AI issue where he wouldn't prompt a door to open. We had to quit and go back in, but nothing that's made me like this is fucking irritating yet. So
yeah,
that's a win.
It's had a rocky start, but it's the positives outweigh those little glitches. So I'm still having a blast.
Nothing is game breaking.
No.
And that's the important part. It's just tiny things little annoyances, but nothing to be pissed about.
I have seen online a few people having issues where like their character save data gets deleted, or
that'd be
like,
really
they're using cloud saves that it like
freaks
freaks out. So I'm glad that hasn't happened to us. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. But hopefully it doesn't happen. But that is an issue that I've seen a few people have, which would suck.
It would suck a lot. So
for anybody, but
all right. Like I said, we will give our like actual ratings, our bell pepper ratings next week with Shane after we've probably completed the game, gotten pretty close to completing the game at least, and we'll give our final thoughts on it then. But yeah, all in all, I am enjoying it though.
Yeah, it's a great game so far.
So let's move on to
the main event.
The main event, head to head tonight.
Big money, no whammies.
Weighing in at 275 pounds, the bald-bearded man-child. In this corner, we have Corey. And in the other child, the giggly, smiley, blue-eyed babe, we have weighing in at 160, Davis.
You got to go up a few pounds.
167, Davis. I was being more generous with you.
Yeah, he was 100, a little over
115 pounds.
All right. So like I said, I made a list of Borderlands quotes, and I've got two different options of people who said them, and we're gonna have to guess who said what from Borderlands. This spans.
Oh, it's A or B.
It's
not
A or B
or C or D.
I did not give C or D. I figured that we'll just do A or B. It'll be easier this way, so that hopefully someone will get the right answer every single time. I got 11 different quotes. Davis and Corey have a paper or a whiteboard to write down their answers on. So that they can reveal them at the same time, and then we'll say and we'll talk. So, without further ado, quote number 1.
I'm excited.
Are you guys ready?
All right.
Yeah.
Moral of the story, you're a total bitch. Who said it? Was it Jack or was it Lilith? Let's see what these
Do I have
guys
to
have.
write it?
You could write down the name.
Frick.
Or write down A or B, I guess. It really doesn't matter. I'm gonna do it one more time. Moral of the story, you're a total bitch.
Got it.
Jack or Lilith? You guys ready?
Yeah.
You ready, Corey?
All right.
All right,
All
reveal.
right.
3, 2, 1.
But
And that is correct. Jack is their answer. They
Yay.
both
All
said
right.
Jack. So they both get a point.
are you keeping score?
I
I-
almost said Lilith because it sounds
I
like
will be
something she
keeping
would have
score.
said to him.
I figured like Lilith would be kind of a good distractor or a throw off because it's something that she could say. But I wasn't sure exactly who to put.
It
So
would have been funny if you said Jack or Claptrap.
that didn't seem like something that clapped.
Yeah, that would have been both.
Okay, so 1-1. All right,
Yay.
the next one. This planet smells like hemorrhoids wrapped in bacon. Was it Torg or General Knox? This planet smells like hemorrhoids wrapped in bacon. Torg or General Knox? Let me know when you guys have your answers. Oh, I wonder what hemorrhoid smells like. Because I know what
Yeah.
bacon smells
A
like.
butthole.
All right, you ready, Davis?
Yeah.
Corey, you clearly ready? 3,
Yep.
2, 1, show.
Ooh.
Corey,
He says-
you said
He
Torg?
says Torg.
Yeah.
The correct answer is General Knox. That's a point to Davis.
Boom. Also, this is supposed to be the
Crimson Lance.
Atlas
All right.
Crimson Lance, but it just looks like a vagina.
All right. So that was a General Knox quote. He had he's just
I might nail this game.
he's great. You might nail this. Right now
Yeah,
it's
I told you.
the runaway hasn't happened yet. At least Corey's on the board. That was a good way to start. So our next one, it's a little bit of a longer one. Here we go. I hate to send you away. You're great company and all, but I gotta go take a dump. I gotta take a dump. Something awful. Something real awful. Oh, never mind. It's gone now. Was it? Was it Crazy Earl or was it TK Baja? Crazy Earl or TK Baja? And I'll go one more time. I hate to send you away. You're great company and all, but I gotta go take a dump. I gotta take a dump. Something awful. Something real awful. Oh, never mind. It's gone now. Everybody's had that feeling.
It's true.
Okay.
You guys got them?
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1, reveal. TK Baja and TK. And it's correct. You guys are both right. That's a point to each of you.
Yay. That one. I wasn't sure.
I figured Crazy Earl was a good fit for that.
Yeah.
He was. I wasn't sure after I wrote TK. I'm like, I probably fucked it up.
I'm at 3 for 3. Not too bad.
Well, good for you.
3 for 3. Corey's only missed one. So, I mean, this could go either way still.
It's true.
All right, number 4. Big deal. I can use innuendos too. Blowjobs. Was it Torg or Mr. Shank? Torg or Mr. Shank?
Wait. What was it again?
Big deal. I can use innuendos too. Blowjobs. Exclamation point. Torg or Mr. Shank? Torg or Mr. Shank?
Maybe if I could frickin' spell.
Yeah, maybe you learn how to do this. There's some good quotes. This game is just so full. I literally, for this, I just Google searched Borderlands quote, and there was a whole like Reddit of just people talking about their favorite quotes. And I'm like, this is literally exactly what I needed for this. I just was reading all these quotes. I'm like, these are all hilarious. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Shane. Actually, you're both wrong. It was Torg.
Oh wow. That's
I got you with my shank option.
yeah, you did.
So I'm glad that I was able to trip you up once, Davis. That makes
Darn.
that makes you feel
Didn't
a
get
little good.
100%.
But that was a good quote.
That was awesome.
All right. So the next one, number 5, smoking Jesus titty cinnamon. That is a monster. Is it Tiny Tina or is it Scooter? Smoking Jesus Titty Cinnamon, that is a monster. Tiny Tina or Scooter?
Shoot. If I'm wrong, I will explain how I know I'm wrong.
Okay, sure. Are you ready, Corey?
All right.
All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1, reveal. Corey can't see.
Yeah, there.
Tiny Tina, Scooter. The correct answer was Scooter. So, Davis, you
Okay.
got it right.
God.
So, cinnamon made me think that it might be Tina.
Why?
Because that's like a thing that she would say, I think. I don't know.
Cinnamon?
I don't know.
Smoking Jesus Titty.
Smoking Jesus City.
I love Scooter. Everything Scooter has to say is great.
Eh.
All right. The next one.
I'm right there with you, Davis.
Burn all the babies. Burn all the babies. Was it Tiny Tina or was it Krieg? Tiny Tina or Krieg? Score is 4-2. Davis is up by 2 right now. We're about halfway through the list. Will Corey be able to bring it back? I can see the look of thought on his face. Corey, do you have your answer? Davis' answer is ready. All right. 3, 2, 1. Go. Tiny Tina, Tiny Tina. The answer is correct. It is Tiny Tina. You guys both get. Davis, you're at 5.
Woohoo.
Corey, you're at 3.
That was 100% complete guess because I was just like, he used her 2 times in a row. One of them's gotta be her.
Not necessarily true, though. All right.
Yeah, well, I took a chance.
Better dead than a damsel. Better dead than a damsel. Was it Lilith or Maya? Which of the sirens said this? Better dead than a damsel. Corey, let me know when you're ready. Better dead than a damsel. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Lilith. That is correct. It is Lilith. You guys both got that one right.
Woohoo!
So, Davis, you're at 6. Corey, you're at 4. You're keeping it close, Corey. You haven't let him run away yet. But your opportunities are starting to dwindle. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions left. All right.
Wait. How many are there total? 11?
11.
And there should only be 4 left because I got one wrong and I have 6 points. You goober.
1.
Are there 12 actually?
There might have been 12. Maybe I did 12. I thought I only did 11. Doesn't matter.
Math isn't down strong suit.
Doesn't matter.
Math hard.
All right. Wow. You're not dead.
Oh, I know.
Was it Jack or Claptrap?
Wait, hold on.
I know. Wait.
No, I still know. I'm just writing it differently.
Okay. Corey, do you know?
Yeah.
All right. You guys ready?
Or, well, I think I know.
You guys ready? 3, 2, 1, show. Boom, boom, boom. It is Claptrap.
I couldn't remember how he spelled it, so I wasn't going to go through that.
The interplanetary ninja assassin Claptrap. All right. 4th to last one. Melt for me pasty cakes. Was it Wilhelm or was it Krieg? Melt for me pasty cakes. Let me know when you guys are ready to show off your beautiful answers. Davis is ready. Corey, you ready?
Why not?
All right. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Krieg is correct.
Uh-oh. Corey, I got to get a couple wrong now.
Davis, you need to get 66% of these last 3 wrong for Corey to tie.
If I get them all wrong, then he wins.
If you get them all wrong, he wins.
Uh-oh.
But here's what it comes down to, all right? Size doesn't matter, except when it does, which is always. Was it Sir Hammerlock or was it Marcus? Size doesn't matter, except when it does, which is always. No truer words have ever been spoken. From this Borderlands character. Do you guys have your answers?
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Marky Mark. That is incorrect. It was Sir Hammerlock. Don got you again.
Well, I win.
Yep.
Oh, wait, no, we could tie.
You can tie. Corey just needs
if I get one more wrong.
Corey just needs the next 2 right, and Davis, you need the next 2 wrong. All right. Here's the second to last one. Dicks. I'm talking about dicks. Was it Jack or was it Moxie? dicks. I'm talking about dicks. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Jack and Jack, you guys are correct. And with that, Davis has locked up the win. And we'll do the last one for fun anyway. You're alive for a reason. Was it Guardian Angel or was it Claptrap? You're alive for a reason. Except you two are not alive for a reason. You two are just flesh bags.
It's true.
That's true.
All right, show your answers.
Angle.
Correct. It was Angle. So I was able to get you on 2, Dave. I'm happy about that. That was pretty fun. That was good.
Oh god, I guessed Jack trying to be wrong, so it would be more interesting. But it turned out it was right.
For which one?
The second to last one.
Dicks. I'm talking about dicks.
Yeah.
You thought that was a Moxie line? I put Moxie down, but I'm like, that seems like she's more like.
Yeah, she doesn't really
vague.
talk like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But oh well. All right. What's the punishment, Davis?
Yay! Okay, so to reiterate, we each got to pick a game under $5 on Steam, or I guess, or whatever.
Oh God, what is it?
And so I have the name of the game. Obviously, I have just Jesus Christ, the description. I have a couple of reviews and a name of a DLC for the game.
Oh God!
All right, all right, all right. So
first, how much is the DLC?
Free.
Oh,
yeah. Shit! I probably shouldn't have got to later. Okay. So the game's called Cat Girl Lover.
Oh my God! I mentioned it to you, saying I might do that for you.
Oh, did you? That's fun. I didn't even hear that. Okay, so the description is flashy and juicy anime girls are waiting for you. Yes, you. Join the Golden Shower Order and undress them all. A simple but fascinating game with a mixture of visual novel and match 3. I guess
match 3.
I think it's like Bejeweled.
I think Bejeweled are. I don't know.
Anyway,
match 3 seems too basic.
Easy to dig in and impossible to resist. It's been rated mostly positive with 129 reviews.
Did Shane review it?
Probably.
He's the 128 of them.
The top review was very epic. Bob's nice.
Bob's nice. What is this, like 2008?
Bob's nice. And second highest comment was Bejeweled, but for degenerates. And so the free DLC is called Free DLC for Adult Boys. And I just thought Adult Boys.
Does that mean it's
regularly for
no
young?
Does it mean it is for the purpose to be used by adult boys, or does it give you adult boys?
It's to be used. Probably to be used for adult boys. I also saw a review that said very easy to play with one-handed. So there you go.
It's like Dead or Alive Extreme.
So Corey's gonna have a great time.
Oh,
with those epic boobs, epic Bob's nice.
Corey, you will play this game before next week. Hopefully, beat it and give us a report on how magical it was next week.
49 cents. Buy it up now. It's on sale.
The game I had picked out for you, the wonderful, the one and only Two Worlds.
Oh my God, that would have taken him forever to beat.
You can beat it in like literally 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think it's like a super. It's
literally you can skip the entire game.
We played it together.
Yeah.
And it was we played with some strangers, like some weird ass actual like Two Worlds, like
they were like level
Likers.
300 something.
Who knows? Either way, our last bit today, we're gonna end with our typical theme. This day in gaming. So for September 24th of 2002, it's not necessarily a game, but Rare's long-standing relationship with Nintendo ends as they are bought up by Microsoft. So on this day in 2002, they were bought by Microsoft, and it was the end of all things that we loved, true Rare, for a while. And we got shitty Perfect Dark, and we got, up until Rare Replay, not much. And until Banjo being in Smash, not much. But things are on the up and up, as it would appear for Rare, because Microsoft's being cool with them. So yeah, that was a big moment in gaming in 2002. Yeah.
It was a big deal.
Oh God.
Well, way back when I was 7.
True. So, good episode today, guys. Minus Shane, I thought we did pretty well.
Always better without Shane.
I thought the game was fun. A little switch up from our normal rankings, and we had some good conversations as we normally do.
Yep.
I'm not looking forward to playing
All
that
right.
game.
I'm sure you are. You have fun with your shower simulator or whatever.
God,
The golden shower order to undress them all.
All right. We will talk to you guys next week. Same time, same rank time, same rank place.
Bye. Love you.
See ya.
Peace out, world.
Bye.